Nigga!
From any disruptive behavior, such as fighting, throwing objects, attempting to enter the court or interplay, or using improper language or gestures. Spectators engaging in such behavior are subject to ejection and possible arrest. Please report any violations of these rules to the nearest usher, security, or arena staff. The first 10,000 fans into the arena will receive a special giveaway on that home game. It's our King's Pennant, showcasing all of our jerseys and your favorite players. These are epic. Grab your tickets today.
Fans, be here for Mascot Mania. All fans in attendance will receive a poster of Clemson. Well, make sure to join us for the upcoming game where we'll receive free King t-shirts. A great way to remember your day in the game. Well, we still have a few seats available for upcoming games.
And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments to prepare for the game and the task ahead. Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. With Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We'll be joined by Allie LaForce on the sidelines. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for DeMar DeRozan.
Well, as your career goes along, you naturally lose a little bit. But he takes great care of himself. He puts a lot of effort into his preparation. And he's smart about picking his spots. That's why he's still a factor out there on the offensive end.
The starters for the Utah Jazz. Walker Kessler is out there with Filipowski. Then it's Keontae George. Then it's Lauri Markkanen. And it's Bailey in at the shooting guard. And for Sacramento, Murray and Sabonis make up the inside pair. Malik Monk out there with MP. And it's George in at the 3-slot. Now the playoffs are quickly approaching. We love this time of year. Doris, it is the best time of the season.
Oh, Kevin, there is no doubt because we start to get the best of basketball of the season. The stakes are high. You walk into an arena and you feel the intensity immediately.
And so it's the Kings getting on the board first. From deep, the offensive rebound. George with the steal. Wide open look here for Murray. Off target from three-point range. On the wing, Markkanen. Defended by George. Markkanen passes to Filipowski. Now Bailey. 9 points last game. Shot clock at 3. Here's George. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
And nice touch inside. George can finish from all 3 levels.
And here's MP for 3. Rebounded by the Jazz. Last time they met was in Utah.
Well, if they want to avoid the outcome of that first meeting, they'll need to be stronger on the glass. They were completely outmatched in the last one.
Well, you have to believe the coaching staff made that a point of emphasis. Better aggressiveness, better intensity on the backboards.
Now, here's MP. Boy, was he something else against the Clippers.
Well, MP not going to waste a transition opportunity.
Utah's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Outside, Markkanen. The three-pointer, no good.
Well, that's the opportunity they're looking for, just not the result, obviously.
And it's good, 2 points.
Now, you see Paul George stay strong and committed with the basketball, totally focused on finishing.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
A bit ago, Doug Christie and I were able to chat. We talked about Lauri Markkanen, and I asked him how he wanted his players to guard him tonight. And he said, we can't afford to lose sight of him out on the perimeter because he's a big that can really shoot it, especially when he's operating in the pick and roll. It'll be interesting to see how Markkanen fares against them in this one. Back over to you, Kevin.
All right, Allie, thank you.
Shooting for Sacramento, Malik Moore. One shot.
Hey, Greg, they dropped the interim tag for Doug Christie as he's now the permanent head coach of the Kings.
Well, we'll have to see how permanent that is. The fifth head coach in the last 7 years. That seat is always hot in Sacramento.
The three from George. Another miss by Utah.
Boy, that's brutal. 1 for 5 to start. You have got to find your footing offensively.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Well, if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
Now, here's Markkanen. George with a screen on Murray. Outside, Markkanen. The Jazz again can't hit it, and the Kings with possession. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. Wasted no time on that one.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz. This break in the action gives us a chance to show you the NBA's current fast break specialists. The Kings in second, fifth, the Jazz.
And both squads extremely adept in transition. They like to get out and run, guys, and this is a battle of greyhounds.
George with the ball. Covered by MP. Pass to Filipowski. It's George on the wing. Shoots the three. The Jazz again can't hit it. Sacramento leading by 11. George passes to Terrell. A shot's good on the assist by George. 8 points for MP.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Now, let's go courtside for a report on MP's history-making season.
He's getting close to the single-season points record. It's held by who else? Wilt Chamberlain. During shoot-around, I asked him what it mean to pass Wilt, and he said, quote, Wilt is the standard when it comes to scoring. Passing him in anything is incredible. Well said, guys.
It was well said. Wilt Chamberlain, my goodness. Hey, thanks for the report. A late first-round pick, Doris, back in 2022. Walker Kessler proving he was a sleeper. He has shown a lot for sure.
Oh, no question about it, Kevin. We are talking about a guy who's got size. He's consistent on the backboards, but there's an offensive arsenal there that maybe was a bit unexpected. I think one of the impressive things about the young Walker Kessler is you know what you're going to get night by night. Great shot blocking and consistent rebounding and defense.
Now, here's MP. 8 points for him. We get a break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. Taking a look at Sacramento, advantage in one series. And checking out Utah. Not really any threat right now as their record showing a lot more losses. Jazz trail by 14. And finished off by Bailey.
I like Bailey attacking the rim at that size.
And here now the Kings. They're on a 17-5 run here. Here's Terrell. Rebound, Utah. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
And missing your free throws usually changes the complexion of a game. Certainly did in that one.
You know this. Nothing gets a crowd into the game more than a bunch of missed free throws. That's one of the worst things you can do on the road.
Now, here's MP. 5 on the clock, and it's George finishing it off.
Well, that's about timing and precision and knowing for Paul George how to use that leaping ability to get that alley-oop.
And so George will bring it up for the Jazz. They trail by 14. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Filipowski passes to Kessler. Markkanen from outside. And Sabonis pulls it down. The three from George. Misses the hole, and he's now 3 for 4.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Kessler, George with no one around. Can't nail the jumper.
This guy just simply can't find his rhythm, and sometimes that happens.
In the corner, it's Monk. Outside, George launches a 3, nailed from three-point land. George has got 9 points.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Pass to Kessler. Here's Bailey to the middle. And the ball out of play. The Kings will inbound.
All right, a chance to look at the stats for Domantas Sabonis. Since the All-Star break, he's been unstoppable. He's putting up about 16 points a game, 17 rebounds, and 3 assists. And what an impact he makes for them on that offensive end.
Right, he can do a little bit of everything for this team, and it shows when you look at the scoreboard.
DeMar DeRozan. He's checked in for Malik Monk. The 3 from MP. Filipowski grabs the board. Jazz trail by 17. Outside, George. Pass to Kessler. Out to the right wing. Nice ball movement by Utah. And George gets it to go. 5 points in the game.
And developing that 3-ball shot, George is putting in the work now.
Terrell, the pass to DeRozan. Now George. To the paint.
First personal foul.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Kings.
They're controlling the pace of this game, pushing the ball up court and getting good looks in early offense.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
First free throw is good.
Domantas Sabonis may be one of the most underrated players in the NBA. He conducts his business quietly, but boy, is he a force.
Here's what Sacramento's going with right now. Saric comes in for Murray. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Paul George. Well, we know the Jazz have been up front. Before you can rebuild, Doris, you got to tear down. And that's what they've done.
And Kevin, that requires extraordinary patience. You have to be willing to trade away veterans who can contribute to winning. And you have to be willing to prolong the process in order to get max returns. But be under no illusions. Losing is hard on everyone.
And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
When a pick like that is questionable, it creates that much of an advantage for the offense. You have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Sacramento making a switch here. Eubanks is checked in. Now, here is George. 14 points from him the last game against the Trailblazers in Portland. No good on the 3.
Well, despite the miss, obviously the shot this offense looking to generate is exactly that. But the defense hanging in right there, making that shot really difficult.
Markkanen against Schroeder. Markkanen passes to George. Here's Filipowski. Just 4 to shoot. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. And the basket by Bailey.
There's no question Bailey can score from anywhere. The defense cannot allow this guy to run free.
MP against George. Stolen by Kessler. Schroeder comes with the double team. Pass to Kessler. Now here's George. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. George has got 7.
Well, Keontae George loves capitalizing in the painted area. Easy work for him right there.
And here is MP. He's got 8. DeRozan in the corner. MP up top, defended by George. That's good by Terrell.
Boy, this guy making the most of his chances here, really giving his team a lift.
Jazz trail by 10, outside Markkanen. George sets a screen for Markkanen. Puts up a deep 3. Sacramento grabs the miss.
Wow, this defense is blanking him down the stretch, and that's certainly hurting his team's chances.
And it's Utah's ball. George looking around, pass to Filipowski. Kicks it out to Markkanen. And the three off target.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Here's George. Following the basket by MP. Markkanen a screen on MP. From downtown, Markkanen can't get it to go.
No doubt the quarter just not going his way. Still scoreless. And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I know it's early, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
Here's George. After the Kings pick up 2. Lebowski passes to Bailey. Driving in. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Bailey's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Boy, hard to operate any more efficiently than this guy has this quarter.
Here's Terrell. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
George passes to Kessler. To the inside. And the basket by Bailey. Bailey's got 9 points.
This guy's been great, no doubt about it, but it hasn't been enough to get them where they want to be.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
"20 seconds left to play in the first. Outside, George. They set the pick. Pass to Bailey. Here's the 3. And B getting it done for Sacramento. Setting up teammates and getting buckets. He is looking as determined as ever. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. Glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And quite a position here for the Kings to be in. What do you guys think?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
And why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
On the floor for Utah, getting going here in the second quarter. And it passed to Love. Switch here. Terrell's checked in. Then for the Jazz, Lebowski, he's checked in for Love. Markkanen comes in for George Niang. And Bailey's subbed in for Kyle Anderson. Here's Filipowski, defended by Sabonis. The Jazz working the ball around now.
I'll tell you, his teammates are going to start to freeze this guy out if he keeps taking threes like this.
And now, let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against Los Angeles was a man on a mission. He ended up with 70 points, and he registered a triple-double, showing off all of his skills. And the entire NBA talking about his performance. It was that special. Can he do it again? We'll see, guys.
Nice work there, Allie. Thank you. It's going to be interesting to see how he follows up that performance.
Yeah, he was the driving force behind that victory, but each night comes with different challenges.
What you love about this guy, though, is even when the defense adjusts to what he's doing, he'll make an adjustment right back. He is always ready with a counter.
Of the two offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game.
Here's Bailey. 9 points in the game so far. Pass to Collier. 4 on the clock. Here's Sensabaugh. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up. How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Here's Bailey. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. From past the arc. MP, no good. Jazz have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Here comes with the double team. Larkin in a screen on MP. Here's Collier. Softly drops in the floater.
How about the touch on that shot? That is tougher than it looks, folks.
MP with it. He's got 18. And the dunk by MP.
Look at how swiftly MP moves to the rim there.
For Utah, they've gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. And the Jazz call time here. Murray's checked in for the Kings. George comes in for Keon Ellis. And Utah with a change here, too. Kessler's checked in. DB, what would you say is the biggest difference between the regular season and the playoffs?
The level of intensity goes to a level that is so different than the regular season, Kevin. I say it all the time. If you walk into an NBA arena in the playoffs, the tension is so palpable, you could almost reach out and touch it.
And so it's Utah here with the ball. Paul George missing from long range. Bailey passes to Collier. Kessler the screen, down low. And Kessler throws it down.
You can tell how much confidence Walker Kessler has as the roll man, ready to catch and score.
Murray finds MP. Sacramento moving it around. Lays it up off the glass. MP's got 8 points here in this quarter. The Jazz have gone 7 for 10 here in the second quarter. They'd like to keep up that nice pace. Pass to Markkanen. From outside, off the mark.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all. Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly and capitalizing.
Here's Collier. Clock at 6. There's the 3. Rebound by the Kings. Sabonis has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Murray dishes to MP. Outside for Murray. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Collier. Covered by MP. Pass to Markkanen. Here's Collier. Sweet move. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
And Doug Christie wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Zadibi, after winning the Most Improved award back in 2023, it's been hard for Markkanen to reach that level again.
I think one thing that happens, Kevin, when you become the focal point of the opponent's scout, you're getting the best defender, you might be getting multiple defenders, and that takes some time to adjust to.
Sacramento making some changes. Eubanks comes in for Domantas Sabonis, and Monks subbed in for DeMar DeRozan. Keontae George, he's checked in for Utah. Now, here's MP. He's got 22. And it's sent back by Kessler.
Boy, there is a reason this guy has led the league in blocks. Walker Kessler sent it back.
Kings leading now by 22. Monk finds MP. And MP throws it down hard.
That's a young, creative mind right there. MP doing work.
And a good-looking view of that throwdown from the AT&T Connected Cam. For Utah, they've gone 8 of 14 in the second quarter on field goal attempts.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Now, here's George. 11 points in the game. George with the screen on George. Back to George. Good, and the assist goes to MP. Terrell's got 6 assists now in the game. Utah shooting at 46%, making some buckets. Pass to Filipowski. Now Bailey. Outside, George. 3-pointer. Eubanks grabs the miss. Eubanks got his 4th rebound in this one. George against MP. And there are the Kings with another bucket.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Filipowski lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Filipowski's got his 3rd bucket of the night. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for Sacramento. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
I thought what really stood out was how dominant they were on the offensive end. That was about as flawless as you could hope for.
How about battling through the impact there and then wheeling that basketball in?
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. They throw good, Paul George.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Pass to Bailey. 1:12 left here in the second. Here's Filipowski. To the inside. Here's George. It's hauled in by the Kings. Eubanks got rebound number 5 here tonight. The drive by MP. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And they struggled a bit at the line in the first quarter, but they have been terrific in the second, up to almost 85% overall. And you talk about building a legacy. That's MP's mindset, not just for himself, but for this team.
DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Sacramento. Now, here's Markkanen. He's someone who's a factor on any given night, averaging more than 22 points a game. 34 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. He gets that one. Terrell's got 30 points.
This guy has been in attack mode this quarter. The defense might want to intercede here.
George with the bounce pass. It's stolen by Monk. Now here's Monk, the fast break chance. Nobody near George. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
And he's on a good pace here from three-point range. Made 1 in the first, 2 more here in the second. It seems like with more to come.
3-pointer, Markkanen. They get a hand on it, and so it's the Sacramento Kings up by 33 points as the buzzer sounds. A huge lead for them. And they're winning the turnover battle very easily in this one. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
Welcome. First up on the agenda tonight, let's see how the Rookie of the Year race is shaping up. And just for a moment here, I was wondering, if you guys were playing in the league today, which current player would you most like to team up with?
That's tough, Ernie, but I got to pick Wemby. Playing alongside of him, that's just going to be too good to pass up.
Well, I'll tell you what, May 19th, I'm teaming up with the Ant-Man. 1-2 punch, baby.
Very interesting. Changing focus now to the tough first half for the Jazz.
Jacking up that many wild threes, you know Coach is going to be giving you an earful.
Yeah, but who's calling the plays? Who can put the game plan together? Coach should be yelling in the mirror.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
Utah shooting at 44%, pretty reasonable. And maybe more than any team in the West, GA, the Jazz, really committing to the rebuild.
Well, in the West, it seems like you got 13 or 14 teams all trying to win now, and it just doesn't work that way. So it's not just about talent, it's also about timing.
Murray and Sabonis make up the inside pair. MP out there with Malik Monk, and it's George in at the 3. And so that's who Doug Christie starts the second half with. Now, here is George. Pass to Kessler. Rebound by Murray. Murray's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
MP looking around. Shot clock at 5. Offline from the high post. Inside, it's tipped. Paul George with the steal. MP passes to George. Yep, it counts. 22 points for Paul George.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Pass to Kessler. Back to George. Nice ball movement by Utah. 5 to shoot. Here's Kessler. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Kessler's got 7.
Boy, contact from the defense, but Mr. Kessler just powers right through it.
The drive by MP. And the layup's good off the glass.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Back to George. Pass to Filipowski. And the call will be against Sabonis. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Filipowski. He's got 8. Outside, George. Takes the 3.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
The Kings have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. In the corner, it's MP. Excellent D there from George.
Boy, he won't miss many of those, but it certainly happens and did there.
To the paint, Bailey. And finished off by Bailey.
Ooh, rising and punching it on the young fella. You know he loves having that much of a height advantage. Best chance to get yourself on the highlight reel.
Murray a screen on George. The drive by MP. Basket counts. Terrell's got 4 points in the quarter.
Even though they have the lead, this guy keeping his foot on the gas pedal, I love it.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thank you. Commissioner Adam Silver was asked about the wildest ideas thrown around in the league office. He said, quote, one thing that's been discussed is potentially 2 free throws for a foul on a 3-point shot. I don't think we'd do it in the last 2 minutes of the game, but that's something interesting. Kevin, back over to you.
Not a bad idea. All right, Allie, thanks a lot.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead. And you look at this scoring outburst by MP. What's incredible is he still has room to grow.
Now, here is George. He has 7. From 10 feet out, it's rebounded by Sabonis. George finds MP. That ball's nice feed that time from George. MP's got 38 points.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
To the middle, here's Kessler. And Kessler throws it down.
Well, tremendous strength and authority on that dunk. Nicely done, Walker Kessler.
Sabonis' screen on George. Here's Terrell. And again, it's Sacramento converting.
He has done the heavy lifting for them offensively. Now looking to close this thing out.
Pass to Bailey. Filipowski, the bounce pass. Great open look there. Markkanen's got 5 points so far.
Whatever the range is, Lauri Markkanen has it. He is such a sweet shooter.
And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. Over MP. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
And this is why you lob passes Murray's way, because he is so good at catching and finishing.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for Utah. Pass to Bailey. Back to George. On the wing, Markkanen. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
Personal foul.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Kings?
Well, I've been impressed with the ball movement all game long. They're really looking to just make that extra pass.
But they've also been scoring on the break. With how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court, anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
That free throw good from Markkanen.
Obviously, we've seen Lauri Markkanen make a considerable leap. This guy goes from role player to all-star talent.
He's off on the second. And he nails the third. The Kings have gone 7 of 10 on their field goal attempts here in the third. George with the screen on George. Here's Terrell. Rebounded by the Jazz. Filipowski's got 8 rebounds in this game. Here's Bailey. Monk defending. Bailey passes to Markkanen. Fires from deep. Sacramento grabs the miss.
Geez, you can almost feel his desperation. He wants so badly to see the ball go through the net.
A nice aggressive shot from Murray at the arc. The evolution of the game.
Here's Bailey. He's got 11. Pass to Filipowski. And there's the defensive 3-second call.
Utah ball.
For Utah, they have made 3 of their first 5 foul shots tonight. And when you look at that free throw percentage on the season, they're right around 73%.
And the technical free throw is good.
And guys, Markkanen, there's no question about his offensive talent. His skill set is the perfect match for the way the game is played today.
Here's what Sacramento's going with right now. Eubanks, he's checked in for Sabonis. Saric comes in for Keegan Murray. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for George. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Monk.
Boy, this guy was able to connect from deep in the first half. Hasn't found the range since.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Schroeder. Here's Collier. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game. Kessler passes to Bailey. Count that one. Bailey's got 4 this quarter.
And what a big night for Bailey. Scoring it well. I have a feeling there are going to be a lot of these performances in his future.
DeRozan a screen from 18 feet away. Again, Sacramento.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Into his mid-30s, the veteran DeMar DeRozan holding up well, Greg.
And such a consistent presence for his team. DeMar plays at his own speed, and he has mastered the art of the mid-range.
For Utah, they have made 4 free throws from the line and missed 2. That free throw, no good. And he's good on the second.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. A moment now to check out some numbers for Paul George.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
The first one falls. He's perfect from the line this time. For Utah, they've gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. Back to George. Pass to Collier. Now Bailey. The 3. And it's Collier missing. Schroeder finds MP. Kings moving the ball around. Rebounded by Bailey.
Oh, an easy look, but he decides to be a crowd pleaser. I'm sure he's upset for attempting that one.
A nice shot by George.
Boy, nice pass. A little ball movement, a little player movement. That's how you play this game.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Utah ball.
Here's a look at what's coming up now for the Sacramento Kings. On Tuesday, they'll be playing against Victor Wembanyama and the San Antonio Spurs. And then on Thursday, they'll be taking on Tyrese Maxey and the Philadelphia 76ers.
And guys, this is the kind of stretch of the schedule that you dream of. Winnable games at home against opponents you know you have a talent advantage over. It would take a lot for this team to not be successful over this stretch. They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
MP inside. Utah's gotten 1 of 6 three-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. And the foul called on MP.
MP.
That's his first foul.
Personal foul. 4th team foul.
Here's Filipowski. 10 points for him. And they call an illegal screen here.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue.
He's checked in for Sacramento. Walker Kessler, he's checked in for Utah. Markkanen comes in for Keontae George. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the 4th. Collier. It's good. With that basket, he's now 5 for 9.
Boy, the halftime break, I don't know what they gave him to drink back there, but he is pouring it on right now.
Taking a look at the Jazz. Niang out there with Markkanen. Then it's Collier. Then there's Walker Kessler. And it's Sensabaugh in at the 2. And with NBA defenses more spread out than ever, Doris, teams are getting more aggressive, looking for offensive rebounds.
They are, Kevin, because it can be a valuable asset to get extra possessions. You're winning on the margins if you do that. And let's remember, certain guys just have a knack for getting offensive rebounds, so why not let those guys work?
Here's Kessler. Clock at 4. Kessler, a screen on MP. And it's Collier missing.
I mean, apparently he still has the green light to shoot threes, but he is in an absolute funk right now.
Pass to DeRozan. Lets it go from 14. That's not going to drop for him. 5 of 9 with that miss. Here's Collier. Eubanks grabs the miss. Eubanks got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Back to Schroeder. And here's DeRozan. Pass to MP. Puts it up from 7. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. Utah has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. And yes, it's good.
After an ice-cold start to this game, he is pouring it on here in the second half.
Now, here's MP. Again, the miss by the Kings.
Taking what the defense gives you, exactly the shot you want, just doesn't go in.
To the wing on the left. Outside, Markkanen. Pass to Sensabaugh. DeRozan brings the double team. Collier. No good from outside. And so, MP will bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. Nothing doing offensively yet for them in the fourth. And GA, just when you think you've seen it all. Past season, a father and son playing as teammates. NBA history continues to be made with the Jameses.
Yeah, LeBron and Bronny James taking the court together. And if other players can emulate the longevity of LeBron, perhaps it won't be the last time we see it happen.
Utah calls timeout. The Jazz making a switch here. So it's the Jazz now. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Markkanen from outside. It's hauled in by the Kings.
Yeah, they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
The Kings making a switch here. Eubanks is checked in. Here's Bailey. Another miss by Utah. Sacramento's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. MP kicks it over to Schroeder. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. Here's Terrell. Just 5 to shoot. Jacks up a 3. A rebound by the Jazz. Kessler's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Eubanks finds MP. Missed inside. For Utah, they've gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. Bailey misses. The King shooting is beautiful right now. 60% for the game. Pretty much everyone out there has been stroking it. Gets it to fall. The bucket from Eubanks.
Well, those are exactly the opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Lets it go from 14.
And this is what dominating the glass looks like. He just cannot be contained.
Wow, what a performance. And he's not just winning with physical ability, he's winning with anticipation.
Bailey with the ball. He's guarded by Schroeder. Three-pointer, Markkanen. Rebounded by Ellis.
Gosh, it feels like he's pressing a little bit, and obviously playing from behind doesn't help.
Gets it to fall. The bucket from Eubanks.
Boy, that's exactly the look you're working toward, right at the rim.
Pass to Markkanen. Back to George. We all hear about AI in the workplace, and I don't mean Allen Iverson, although we could put him in the workplace. Greg, now teams are using computers to break down the action.
Yeah, able to use camera tracking to assess credit and blame, right? So maybe the little things in winning plays that went unnoticed, they won't be overlooked much anymore.
Now, here is George, following the miss by DeRozan. George passes to Kessler. Outside for George. The Jazz again can't hit it.
Boy, not looking sharp at all here in the second half, but it hasn't deterred him one bit.
That's good by Terrell.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Now, here is George. Kessler passes to George. Kessler setting the pick for George. Pass to Bailey to the left wing. Here's Filipowski. Outside for George. They grabbed their own miss. Markkanen from outside. Buries it from three-point range. Markkanen's got 13 points here in the second half alone. Here's DeRozan, and another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. George passes to Filipowski. Outside, Markkanen. Misses the three. Sacramento's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. MP, no good. Jazz shooting just 30% from the field here in the fourth. On the wing, Markkanen. He's guarded by Ellis. Markkanen against Ellis. And the foul called on MP. That'll be his second foul of the game. And we keep seeing franchises' values going up, Greg, including the Boston Celtics last season selling for over $6 billion.
Man, those are some deep pockets. And don't forget the Lakers going for in excess of $10 billion as those well-heeled individuals continue to pay these incredible prices. The pressure to unlock new league revenue streams, listen, it's only going to increase.
Boy, I like when MP tries to carve space in the painted area. So effective down there.
Pass to Filipowski. And it's Bailey in the corner. There's the triple. Sinks the three-pointer.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
And here's MP. He'll bring it up for Sacramento. The high post shot. Utah with the rebound. To the inside. Outside for George. The three-pointer off the mark.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falls.
And another one falls. Amazing.
And just like that, he's tied the record for most 50-point games.
Greg, this is a record I never thought would be matched. Unbelievable season from him.
You look back at Wilt's 62 campaign and all the records it spawned, absolutely stunning to see the 50-point games record be matched.
Now, here's MP. Sacramento moving it around. Sharks trying to break free. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot two free throws. Keontae George gets one up.
How about MP using that up fake to draw the contact, earns his way to the free throw line.
And the Kings making a change here. DB, we saw a move by the league to let a little bit more contact go. Have they been consistent with that, or do you see some backpedaling at all?
I don't see any backpedaling at all. I think maybe the area where you most see this manifest is the point of attack dribble. That first dribble, defenders are really able to attack defensively. Listen, this is a hard thing. You want to bring more physicality back, but you've got to do it carefully.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
Here's Filipowski. Pass to Kessler. Markkanen in the corner. Kessler setting the pick for Markkanen.
How about the up fake by Markkanen? Gets the defense committed. Once they're leaning, turn the lights out. He is so good at drawing contact.
And he makes the first.
At the line for the Jazz.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And Sacramento has possession. Now, here's MP. And so it's Sacramento easily grabbing this one. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
Now, let's go to our sideline reporter, Dominic Hamill.
MP, you were able to reach the 20-point mark tonight and help your team get the victory. Is this something you guys can build on?
Yeah, it's all about reps. A good night scoring gives you confidence going into the next game. A win like this gives the team confidence going into the game after. Keep stacking those wins up, and you've got an all-NBA scorer and a championship contender. That's a good situation to be in, and I like that we're here right now.
Great. Thanks a lot, MP.
Hey, always appreciate it.
Back to you, Kevin.
Terrific work as always, Dom. You never fail to impress. Thank you so much. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and the rest of our terrific 2K crew, this is Kevin Harlan. Hope you enjoyed our broadcast. See you next time.